Look at this building. I'm in the woods today in Belgium. This is the old Fort de la Chartreuse. And this was built around 1817 to 1823, updated over the years. But it has fantastic history that involved the Germans, the Americans, the Dutch, and the Belgian. And it's incredible. There's many buildings. I would guess probably 7, maybe 8 different buildings, possibly more. There's a bomb shelter. There's all kinds of stuff in the woods here. So I'm going to tell you about this incredible history and take you inside. This is amazing. So here's a bird's eye view of this fort. It's about 57 acres, this property. It was built by the Dutch before Belgium even existed. And then it was taken over by the Belgians following their 1830 revolution. Now, during World War I, Fort de la Chartreuse was occupied by the Germans after their invasion in 1914. The fort was used as a prison and a holding area for Belgian and Allied soldiers captured during the war, while also serving as a temporary barracks for German troops. Now, World War II had a very similar outcome, being occupied by the Nazis after they invaded Belgium in 1940. Once again, it was used as a prison and a detention center until the city of Liège was liberated in 1944. Following that, it was used by the Americans as a temporary hospital and barracks until the end of the war. You can hear kids all throughout these buildings. All the local kids come in here, try to scare themselves. I would love to know which rooms were used as actual prison rooms. Jeez, how long do you think that's been sitting there for? Whole doors coming apart. I mean, this is super old. Now, I had read that there were some people who fought in both world wars. If you were very young in World War I, you could have fought in World War II. So this tunnel went to another building. So there are neighborhoods that are around, but this is pretty much outside of Liège, which is a pretty built-up city. But it's fascinating how many buildings are out here. And to give you an idea of how big this is, it said that this place could house up to 3,000 people, although they never got to that point, but it's quite a lot of people. I mean, it was a small city. Curious to see what's in here. Oh yeah. What the heck? This is all showers and stalls. No, they are absolute bathrooms. I've never seen one of these in person. These are the urinals because they have this, the urinal, the track would go down. How many are there? There's got to be 30, 40 of them. Yeah, it is humid. Moisture is just, it makes it impossible to see in here because it's so humid. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I guess it's just the temperature change. By the way, sorry for the low light issue. First of all, it's very foggy in here, but second of all, I forgot my big light that I always have. So unfortunately, I got this little light. It is so humid in here that the water is dripping down the walls. This is where Pennywise lives. Look at this. Telephones. Look at the size of the mosquitoes that are down here living here. How is this locked? It's literally locked. So we're guessing that this was a bomb shelter. If we find another one, I'm going to use my cell phone too, because that seems to work pretty well. We passed some kids on the way out, and there's a smell of smoke, like they were trying to burn something. You know, you don't realize it as a kid, but that's a great way to ruin a really amazing place. Because, you know, once you start starting fires like that, if the police come in or whatever, the town comes in and blocks it off. So for a short period of time, this was used by the Germans as a prison. Is that remnants of that? Who knows? Could be. Oh, does that go down? This is weird. It's like it goes down, I guess, and then looks like, I don't know. Does it come back up? I'm drawn to it. Oh, this is barbed wire. That's weird. Something caving. Oh, the whole roof caved in, I guess, and it just covered it over. And so, you know, this was likely the oldest ones then. I don't know. Oh, look at these beams. And that ceiling. Yeah, you could tell how much older these are, or this one is in particular. Like this one had actual fireplaces in it. And you could just tell how deteriorated it is. I mean, I love the history of it. I love you can see all this kind of stuff. Love that. Yeah, another one of the older ones. Definitely. It's even built kind of like shelter. You know, I know it didn't. This isn't from any kind of bombing or anything, but I like to pretend in my mind what this would be like if this was damage from bombings or something. Because it just looks, this is what it kind of looks like, that to me at least. And since it's of that era, kind of interesting to think about that. Look at these roots. Can't say I've ever seen anything like this before. Not to this extreme. Came up these stairs and you can see there is not much left in this section of the ceiling. Surprised that's still here. Very surprised no one's come and drilled this out. That's pretty cool. Jeez. This thing came crashing down. Wow. The ultimate skylight here. And it's no joke. Oh yeah, wow, it came all the way down. 4 flights. Jeez. Look at this full-blown tree. That's pretty awesome. Seriously looks like it took a missile, took a bomb. How the heck? I can't get anything to grow from a pot in my temperature controlled house. And these things are growing purely out of the floor of an abandoned building on the 4th story, 4th level. So the property was used less and less, and actually was decommissioned, demilitarized in 1981, and then the last soldiers left this building for good in 1988. It's hard to show this on camera, but this is definitely one of the older ones, and this entire thing has just fallen apart. It looks like a dollhouse now. All the different rooms are completely exposed. And oddly enough, the door, though, is still intact. Look at that. That's wild. This must have fell forward or something. Look, the brick landed in the tree. And it's just sitting there now. Wow. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you loved the history, the tour of this amazing place, Fort de la Chartreuse here in Liège in Belgium. Incredible place. See you in the next video.